Could you feel it when I was trying to describe? Could you feel how you're trying to negotiate, mediate? You're trying to keep things balanced. And you don't need to. If things need to fall apart, let them fall apart. Do the allowing thing, and it all works out. You don't have to worry about that human every day crying about, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow. So, thank you. Just as you were energy holders, most of you right about the time you came into Crimson Circle, back with Tobias, most of you came in as the energy holders. At one point, Tobias said, you don't have to hold the energy for the planet or humanity or the whales and the palm trees and the coconuts and the sea fish and all the rest of that. You're not energy holders anymore, he said. You graduated. You're the ones who are going to be the standards, the new design of humanity, the body and the mind and spirit. And now I'm saying, with yourself, as we come to the end of the walk-on series, with yourself, don't take on that role of mediating between your aspects. Don't mediate the human self, or even what you would call your divinity. And don't take on the role of being the mediator, the energy balancer for your job, your work, your family, your friends, or Shambhala, or any of that. I know some of you even feel a little bit of loss with that. It's like, oh, geez, they need me. My human self needs me. My friends need me. Well, I'll tell you right now, actually not. They need you in a different way, not in that way. They need you in a different way. They need you for what's deep inside, but it's been covered up because you've been so busy mediating even your own enlightenment. Isn't that funny? Mediating your enlightenment. It's kind of like negotiating it or managing it. Let's let that go. And I know some of you like that role. It makes you feel kind of important, like you're doing something. I'm the one holding it together. But you'll learn that you don't need to hold anything together. It's kind of a very old concept. It's old. I could trace the origins back to Atlantis, where there had to be energy holders. There were literal energy holders, but energy was different back then. Energy, now you have electricity. Back then we had a different type of energy, and there were holders. But then you realize, what am I holding on to? What are you personally trying to mediate? Trying to hold together the human part of you, the spirit part of you, the one that all your friends rely on. I'm not saying walk out on your friends, just energetically shift out of that role. It's kinda blocking energy, blocking the flow. It's also blocking potentials. When that human part of you is screaming out, what's going to happen tomorrow? Just be the observer, not the mediator. The human is worried about, let's say, a health issue. Stop trying to mediate it or appease. Be the observer. Watch how the human self acts and responds. Watch how really it's been programmed to do so many different things, and it's okay if it does, but you don't need to get you all involved in it. Be the observer, even in this thing with your soul, your spirit. Observe how you have thought of it. Observe how the thing called the soul really works. It doesn't need you to mediate anything. You've thought you had to. And the obvious proof is all the spiritual studying. It's you trying to mediate your enlightenment. You don't have to. Just observe it. Free yourselves, my friends, free yourselves. It's a great gift you could give yourself, and I know you're going to resist because you're going to say, well, I have to hold it together. I have to work at this. I have to, keep the forces that oppose me at bay, even if it's you that are one of the opposing forces. No, you don't. This is where you just allow. And I've said before, this is scary stuff and exciting stuff, but you kinda don't have a choice. I mean, you have a choice to stay where you were, but if you're gonna walk on, it comes down to the most intimate trust in I am. I'm here. Let's take a deep breath and walk on now. Beyond being the mediator, be the I am here. Be the sensual experience. Be the creator. If you would just even see yourself right now, let's say, imagine you're sitting at a big conference table, and around the conference table is your human self and what you have perceived to be your soul self, your spirit. And around the conference table are a lot of your aspects. And there's also your biological self that's sitting there, your biology. And then your brain, big old brain sitting there on the table. No body, just a brain. Thinking away, how do I get a body? Looking across the table at your biology, I want to go into that body. Give me a body. And there's also your family represented there, your workplace. Mass consciousness is not sitting at the table, it's hovering above the table like a big, ugly storm cloud. And they're all there. And you've been trying to mediate, keep everything balanced, trying to tell the brain to just wait, we'll get your body, but just wait. Telling the body, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. You're gonna be fine. We'll think positive thoughts from the brain, and then the body will be okay. It'll live a few more years. Well, hey brain, positive thoughts over here to the body. I'm healthy. You've been trying to hold it together. And now, if you want to, I'd like you to command all of these aspects, all of these beings, all these parts that you've been meeting, command them to get the hell out. It's your room. It's your place. You're done taking care of all of them. Command that they leave when they have to. On the brain sitting there, I'm not going to leave. I don't have a body to walk out with. Well, you take the brain, grab it in your hands and throw it out the door. like a bowling ball. This room is yours now. This room is all yours. It's for you. Not for all that chatter going on, not for all the things you've been negotiating. This is your place, and you can make it whatever you want. You can change whatever you want in it. It's your reality, ground zero. Now it's up to you. Let's take a good deep breath. No more mediating.